Perfect. Okay. So for all of you who are watching this replay, give it a minute. I'm just waiting for people to chime in, and then I'm gonna go live. Well, I am live, but I mean like, then we're gonna get in this chit chat. Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, great. You guys are all chiming in. Oh my God, this forehead is like so shiny. I just took a shower and washed my face, so it's all like glistening under the light. So, hey. I wanted to talk to you guys about, well, first, how did you guys know I was live? Did you guys know I was live because you follow me on Instagram? Because sometimes I try to get some feedback of like where people come from, or hi, right back at ya. Or did you guys just follow me on YouTube and then you got the notification? So if you knew I was going live from Instagram, drop Instagram. If you knew I was going live from YouTube, drop YouTube. Instagram, okay, cool. I saw Instagram first, but YouTube sent a notification. Okay, cool. Cool. Notification, okay, so YouTube, okay. So if you didn't see my Instagram post, I said that I wanted to go live and discuss like the Sweets community support and family support, because little conversations have been happening, like nothing like serious, just like every so often I'll see something or somebody will say something to me, like, you know, and some people who aren't even in the Sweets community, and it just makes me think about, excuse me, the stuff that I've been through in the Sweets community, which is not anything like super serious. It's not really. And I think if people make it think serious, then it becomes serious. But I think sometimes you just gotta let shit go. And I'm one of those like moving on type of people. Oh, YouTube? Okay, cool. So, if you guys don't know who I am, because I always forget this part. Hi, I'm Jelena from Work It Gets My Badass at About Art. And welcome to my channel. We're live today. So, like I said, we're going to discuss that. So, if you guys have any feedback or anything that you guys have been through, this is a sharing community. Please drop it in the comments. Let me know, because I would love to know your story, because so many people don't really tell it. So when I started in this community, not in the community, but when I started in this world, very little people were doing cakes. This was 14 years ago. Very little people were doing cakes, and I did it with my sister. Me and her started this whole thing, and it used to be called Yes Ma'am Sweets from the Kitchen. You guys might have heard that. And then you guys also might have heard that like she kind of dumped me because she was in high school and she wanted to live her high school life, so I got stuck with the business, and I never wanted to do cake. I didn't want to do cake. I still don't want to do cake. I just want to do art, you know? So I never wanted to do it, but I'm not one to like quit. Like I can't like just go, oh, no, this isn't my life dream. I'm not going to do it. I was like, I need to do it because people have ordered from me. But she kind of quit on me. And that was my first kind of like, oh shit. Like, okay. I think I just started like reloading. I don't know what was going on. Anyways, hopefully you guys are still here. Hi. So I never fell out with my sister or anything like that. She was very much in my life. She still, yeah, you did reload. Yeah, okay. Okay, perfect. She's always been in my life. She's my best friend. She's my ride or die. She's my ace. So there's, you know, never any bad blood between me and her. I think I just came to a realization that if I'm going to push this, then I need to push it on my own. And it wasn't until maybe 2-3 years ago when I started really becoming more woke about family support, because I saw someone comment on one of my Instagram posts. I think it was on like the last Instagram business post where I talked about like you cake newbies don't know shit type of stuff, and here's some shit that you didn't know. I think someone posted like, don't expect your family to support you, something like that. And which was probably that person's story, but that's not really my story. You know, my story is my family has very much supported me. My father printed my very first T-shirts I gave away, and he spent $300 doing that. And he has his own two businesses. He does his own work. At the time, he was working three jobs. He was a teacher, and then he owns a barbershop in Miami-Dade, and he also owns a very high respected security company. He works for all the superstars in South Florida also. So he runs his own business, and he took the time to kind of like focus on me for a little bit. He even like bought stuff like, you know, when you go and do the like the farmer's market and shit, like I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing. No. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I can't be at a farmer's market because I don't like selling stuff from farmers at the farmer's market. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. That's just a little bit of business advice. Like, don't go to a farmer's market to sell your cakes if what you're trying to sell is like birthday cakes. Farmer's markets are for more like cupcake style, brownies, muffins, mini cakes, just an FYI. And that's not me. If you've seen, I don't really dabble in treats and shit. But he even bought like the tent that I needed. He bought me tables. He really invested in me. He bought me 2 cars when I was a teenager, and then once again when I was in my 20s, when I decided to move out with my boyfriend, now baby daddy. So he supported me a lot. My mother has been very much a support person. She's the person up in the middle of the night sewing patches on my aprons, and you know, and so my sister has been very helpful. My little brother has built things for me because I also used to do event planning, so he used to build sets for me. My older brother used to, like, so I've had so much help with family support. But I think what the people mean is like, don't expect your family to like advertise you, which was the case with my family. Like, my family didn't like advertise me, didn't put out there every 2 seconds when somebody said, oh, I'm having a baby shower. They didn't immediately go, you need a cake, my daughter does cakes. No, they were just like, oh, okay. It was like, no, that's what I need you to tell them. Like, hello. But they were supporting me in other ways because they didn't know, you know, they don't know what to say to people. I mean, people think it's common sense. It's not common sense. It's not, because you yourself are having struggles advertising your business. How are you going to expect somebody else to know how to advertise your business for you? You can't expect those things. So I had to learn. I started waking up and realizing like 3 years ago, like, I can't expect my family or my friends or just my cake sweet friends in this community to advertise me, to repost my stuff, to like or comment. You can't expect those things. You know, like, I kind of have that attitude, like, who the hell do I think I am? You know, like, God has free advertisement out there. Everybody says there's sayings for God. I'm not God. Who do I think I am, expecting people to like immediately say, oh, you got to watch a Jelena YouTube video. Oh, you got to, you know, like, no, you shouldn't expect those things. So that's just that part. Like, you shouldn't expect people to. I saw a couple comments. Let me go up. Oh, what did I do? I went up too far. Ooh, I wish that was my story. You were very blessed. Thank you. That's amazing. Have all support from you, fam. Thank you. Oh my God, Carlos Torres. That's my best friend from grade school. Is it? Oh, snap. Hi, best friend from grade school. My husband does a way better job than me advertising. Yeah, like, you know, I have friends. I like to use friends very loosely because I have a very small circle of my people. And then I have friends that I'm like, hey, that's my friend, that's my girl. But really, it's obviously like, hey, when I see you type of thing. Like, I'm not, you know, calling you up every day. So I have friends that I have really went hard for. When I say hard, like, I went fucking hard. Okay? I showed up to their events and put shit up. I printed shit for them. I did shit for free when they were paying other people. Like, I'm the type of person to always go above and beyond for somebody. And that's not me tooting my own horn. That's not. Because at the same time, that sounds like an amazing person. But then also at the same time, it's one of those things where that's a weakness of mine. And I set myself up. Right? Because I'm expecting someone to do for me as I've done for them. And that's not how that works. That's not how that works. You treat people the way they tell you they want to be treated, or you treat people the way they're treating you. Okay, if a person is treating you a certain way, horrible, with an attitude, or amazing, then that's how they're expecting to be treated. But it's not always, you know what I mean? You can't like just be treating people the way, just to be treating them. You know, you can't be nice to everybody. That, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You can't be nice to everybody. I had people that I was just nice to everybody. I am just nice to everybody. I'm just a fucking nice person, to be honest with you. I'm just nice to everybody. I think my issue is that's my problem. I'm nice to everybody. Not even just nice, like, please believe, I'll cuss a person out with a quickness. And I have thrown hands before. Look at my little fist. I have thrown hands before. But in reality, I'm expecting them to see me the way I see them. You know what I mean? I see them as that's my friend. That's my homie. Of course I got your back. Of course we about to ride or die together. They don't see you that way. You wanna know how they see you? Like, oh, this my homegirl Jelena. Yeah, she'll do it. Yeah, she does this. Yeah, she'll do it too. You know what I mean? Like, they just throw things at me because they know I'll just be like, yeah, I'll do it. Because to me, I'm seeing it as help, and then they're taking advantage. You know? So you can't expect someone to do for you just because you've done for them. That don't work that way either. And it's one of those things where that saying, treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people the way they tell you they want to be treated, or treat them the way they're treating you. That's it. That's the only way. And I know that's a saying that was ingrained in our head as children, like, treat people the way you treat it. No, that's the fairy tale. That's the La La Land. That's the Disney, right? That's the stuff that they try to tell you so that way you're kind of like, oh, there is a mosquito in my buttercream. Don't worry, no one's eating this buttercream, so it's okay. It's just for showcase purpose. But, yeah, you don't want to set yourself up that way. You have to be protective of yourself. I've set myself up dozens of times, and I hurt myself. And then I'm going, I don't understand why. This is why, because my ass keep giving and giving, and I'm not receiving. So that's when I decided there's no relationship that I'm going to have that I'm not getting something in return. And it doesn't mean something physical, materialistic, like something as in you're uplifting my day. It could be as simple as we talk every 3 months, and when I hear your voice, you make me happy. That's that type of shit, you know? Or if I talk to you every day, I don't want people in my life who bring me down. I don't need people, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. So you start learning as you get older, even though this face is a baby face. As you get older, there's certain things you don't need, and certain type of people you don't need. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me pause the thought. I saw some comments. Yes, 100%. Trying to scroll up. Okay, you sound like me. Good, Caroline. It sure doesn't. They are not going to do it 100%. Yes, that's true. No, you can't. It's a problem. I had to park because I was getting used. Yep, it happens. My philosophy on life, I treat people the way I want to be treated. You just got to stay true to yourself and right by you, which I completely agree with. I treat people the way I want to be treated, but I've also learned that I can't treat everybody. That's the thing. I can't treat everybody the way I want to be treated, because there are people out there who have fully taken advantage of the amazingness that I carry in life. Like, and that's just fact. There are people who are just taking advantage of me, and I've come out hurt or just like confused, like constantly left in, I'm confused, you know? So that's the thing. And I'm not going to get into like things that have been done to me, but let's see. Right, exactly. I love this. I'm sorry, Jelena, but the video is it's so funny. It's like you're singing for us. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Very true. So, yeah. So anyways, now, in the sweets community, this idea of where is the support within our community, right? I'm supposed to be frosting a cake and shit. Where's the support in our community? I'm gonna be 1,000%. I'm gonna be 1,000% with you, 1,000%. And I can't be any realer. I honestly, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. There's no such thing as a sweets community support. Okay? There is no such thing. There is people do, and they're doing for them to gain. Okay? To gain. That's the God honest truth. The God honest truth. I do things so I can gain in some way. Okay? It's me looking at how can I gain in some way. All right? And it doesn't have to be like money or anything like that. No. Just gain something. Okay? At the end of the day, there is no community in this community, and I've been a part of several of them, especially those Facebook groups, which I'm no longer a part of. I only have my own Facebook group. It's called the HBIC Squad on Facebook, and I drop exclusive tutorials for you guys, and you guys get exclusivity and more access to me. I give you guys a lot of information, teach you guys pricing, teach you guys sketching, all of those things. Anyways, you guys could check that out on Facebook. It's called HBIC. It's a Facebook group. It's members only, and yes, there is a price to pay. It's a monthly subscription. Anywho, I just want to plug that because I am working on myself as far as advertising myself better, because I tend not to plug myself. I don't know why. I don't know. But anyways, there are people who, in this community, I have been a part of a lot of them. I've been a part of a lot of Facebook groups. I've been a part of a lot of events that happen in the community. A lot of it. And I'm going to tell you right now, honesty, I have done more for people than they've done for themselves. And I don't even talk to those people no more. Straight up. Because when it came time for me to do my thing, all of them got ghost child. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Not one person ride or died for me in this community. I got my small group of people, and my people and my family, those are my people. They ride or die for me. But as far as in this community, nobody. Child, they all went ghost. All went ghost. You guys can check it out. You guys can look up at the past events I've been a part of. You guys check it out. You tell me the past events I've been a part of and I pushed and helped. Tell me if any one of those people that I was out there for is riding for me. Nope. Not a single one. And that's just the truth. That's not like tea. That's not talking shit. None of that. That's just the truth. That's what happened. And that's just something that I've learned. I took these events that happened in my life and I've learned from them. And my thing is, if you're looking for a cake support, what you need is like a cake sister or a cake brother, right? You need that one-on-one person. That person who's you're gonna talk to each other at 3 o'clock in the morning at the same time as y'all frost y'all cakes. That's the person you need, because that's how I met my spade, my best friend, right? She sometimes on these lives, she had a long day today. I don't think she'll be on this, but that's who you need. Okay. At the end of the day, yes, be a part of these communities. You learn a lot. That's not what I'm saying either. Don't be not to be a part. No, I learned a lot. I mean, I'm not a part of those anymore because there was a lot of drama, and I don't do drama. You know, drama's like shit talking behind each other's back. I like to say it to a person, to their face, like, or over, like, I'm saying it to you. I don't care what the rest of the fucking world hears. So I don't like to do all that like internet bullshit, and a lot of Facebook groups do that, and I don't like that. I don't like when people drop pictures and start talking shit on the picture. Like, I don't like that shit either. I don't want to be a part of any of that. But be a part of something so that way you can actually gain from it. That's why you're in these groups, so you can gain. Again, you're doing stuff to gain, right? You're gaining something, some information. And I think what I'm saying to you is not that people aren't going to support you. What I'm saying to you is people aren't going to support you in the way that you want the support, right? Because at the end of the day, support is so many different things. So many different things. But if you don't break it down to a person, how would they know that's the type of support you were looking for? You know what I mean? So if you're trying to have cake sisters be your support, then tell them, like, hey, I'm trying to get y'all to be my support. You know, emotional, mentally, physically support in this sweets community. You guys down to ride? You know, and just be honest. Because honesty is the best policy. You know, a lot of people don't realize that until, like, they're in it and it becomes a shithole. I've been in this game for 14 years. 14 years. When my niece was 1, that's when I started this. And I just recently, 4 years ago, I just started being in Facebook groups and stuff because that's when they really started to pop off because now everybody's a baker. Everybody, 10 people in a room and 9 of them are bakers, and which is great. That's an amazing thing, but it becomes one of those things that's like, I don't know. I didn't feel special enough. So I needed to venture off to do something different. Ta-da! This. I'm missing comments. Let me go back and read. If you guys hear my nasalness, it's because I literally, I was like on a deathbed yesterday. I don't know what happened. I wiped the entire house down. I was like, I will not get sick. My son, my daughter, my man, they were all like coughing and wheezing. I will not get sick. Guess who got sick yesterday? Guess who got sick? Me. Okay, I went up too far. You have the same name as my best friend from grade school, Jersey. Oh, okay. You're talking to your best friend. I mean, Carlos Torres, maybe you guys are best friends. I mean, Green Meadow. Did you tell him your real name? We're making a friend connection here. How have you been doing physically? Oh, thank you for asking. I have a doctor's appointment in March, and we will find out outcomes then too. I tried to go like days without taking my medication, and then I went to my doctor, and I was like, oh, I didn't take my medication. I mean, I was still having heart palpitations, and he was like, Jelena, you take the pill. You just one pill a day. I'm horrible at taking pills. Just take a pill, one pill a day. Just do it, okay? Just do it. So, physically, I am good. Still, there's things, but for the most part, I am up. I'm alive. I am happy, and I am thriving. So, and mentally, I am doing good too. So those are all good things. I think because I start asking for help more, and it helps. The help helps. So. That's a phrase from The West Wing, if anybody ever watched it. But anyways, so yeah, back to the support. So I'm not saying don't go to Facebook groups, don't be a part of communities. I'm not saying any of that. No, do it because you do get things out of it. I'm just saying not all support is the support you're looking for. And if I don't regret anything, but if I could have foresaw myself today, I think I would have not been a part of so many people's events. Not because I didn't believe in them, because I wholeheartedly believe in every event I've ever been to. I think their message is amazing, if they themselves believed it. But I think every message is amazing. I think the events are amazing. I have such a great time. But I think it's one of those things where you do something and it's that thing where people think that they did it for you. Like I would be like somebody in the cake community. I've always been somebody, and I actually don't need people's validation to feel validated. So that's why I kind of was like, I don't like things thrown in my face like that. Like I don't really like that shit. Like I genuinely think when people do something good for you or are doing something for you that they are doing it because they want to see you happy, and that's again not the case. It's because they want to gain from something. And so just be wary of all of the the support. I did like straight up. I used to have this Facebook group. I haven't frosted shit. I've been sitting here just talking to you. So here's a little bit of tea. Hey girl, make sure you guys are following Very Cherry Cakes on YouTube. She gives bomb recipes. I don't really give like a lot of recipes. Like I try and then I'm kind of like, I don't. So I try, but she really gives some bomb ass recipes. So check her out. And she does really cute cookies too. I mean, she does everything, but she does really cute cookies too. But I used to have this Facebook Messenger group of me and just a few of my cake peoples, and we would be in there. And it started out as what was something small and cute, and turned into us just talking shit, child. We would just talk shit about people in the cake community all the time. Like, what is this? Did you see that this person did this? Girl, did you see? I mean, we never like spoke out, like we never spoke to anybody else outside of our little group, but it's one of those places that we all have something in common. And it was like, girl, did you see what this person posted on Facebook? And there used to be this app called Periscope, which I've said before on one of my lives. And let me tell you something. Periscope had us cracking the fuck up. The fuck up, okay? There was this one girl, her name was Yolanda. I don't know where she lived. I think she said it one time. But she would come on and she would just cuss people out. And it would make us, we never thought what she said about people was nice. It was just how quick and witty she was that cracked us up. That's what that was. Or I remember the drama that happened when like a very well-known Facebook group shut down. You got into it too late. Yeah, when you came on Periscope, that was later. I think I was the first baker to get off baker. I was the first baker to announce that I would no longer be Periscoping, and people were shocked. And then that's when it started trickling down. People just stopped going on Periscope because it was getting ridiculous. I mean, there was so much drama. It was so much drama. Oh my God. I remember, that well-known Facebook group. It was, one person went on live and they said all this shit. Another person went on live and was saying shit about this person. We were like, what is going on? We thought you guys were friends. It was really crazy. Really crazy. And that's when things started getting a little sour and going kind of downhill. Yeah, draining drama, right? Like, it just became toxic, right? Because it started out good. It started out great. And then I don't know what happened. But that was the first sign of drama we saw, was when that well-known Facebook group closed down, which was kind of funny because the group's name was about, like, no drama in the baking community, and they were filled with bullshit. They were just filled with drama. But it gave you an insight, like, oh, see, people aren't as honest, obviously, on social media as you would think they are. And I remember that happened, and then a couple other people came on and like was just shit talking each other. It like right now, like what I'm doing right now, right? All 31 of you live in this group, right in this live, it would be like this, me talking like this, me mentioning things of events I've been a part of, or me mentioning Facebook groups I've been a part of. I guarantee you, because this is what the fuck happens. I guarantee you, somebody's gonna come live tomorrow on whatever social media app there is, and they're gonna start talking shit about the shit I'm saying. Because that's what they did. It was like somebody couldn't have an independent thought for themselves. I'm sitting here talking to you guys about the things that I've been through personally. Nobody else, not anybody else's side. I'm not speaking on anybody else's behalf. Me, what happened to me and how I felt. Child, somebody will come on and start being like, I didn't do this to her. Nobody even knew it was you. No one even knew who I was talking about. And then oh, come on. There it goes. Ah, I lost like 10 people. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you refreshed. We've had a tornado. We've had floods today. That's why there was like a mosquito in here. Yeah, there was a lot going on in Alabama and Georgia today and yesterday. So 2 people died in our tornado. So I'm sorry for the lack of internet happening on my phone right now. But yeah, that's what people are going to do, because that's what people do. I mean, shit, I've been cake friends with other people and was shocked to hear them say things about who's supposed to be like their best friend in the cake community. I was shocked. It's shocked. So, but I'm always I keep a distance because I'm like, I mean, this part of me, there's a lot that you guys don't know, and I like to keep it that way, because what you're not about to do is think that you're going to come from my life, because I've seen too many of my cake sister and brothers on here tear each other down on a personal level. Okay? I've been tore down on a personal level of things that weren't true. I've been tore down on a cake level. People talk shit about my cakes. Like, I've been tore down. Not me personally have been tore down, but like somebody went out there and tried to tear me down. Those things happen. And you just have to be wary of who you put in your life, in your cake life. Okay, let me go back and look at comments because I know I froze and stuff was happening. Yep, see, Sabrina knows. Sabrina been my ride or die cake sister since day one, and that's not me being funny. What do the kids say these days? No cap, like no cap. I sound like an old person. No cap. Sabrina has been. We've been following each other since the almost just about the very first days of our Periscope days. So she's seen. She probably knows the things I'm talking about. She's seen it all too. She's seen it all with me. And then Periscope just turned to crap. Love the sign behind you. You matter. Yes. I started putting like funny things on here, and then I wanted to put things that I thought of on a daily. I mean, I haven't updated it in a week, but I like to put things that I thought of on a daily. So like, I want people to know that they matter, because I know a lot of people feel like they don't, just because they're a stay-at-home mom or because they just do cakes and all that type of shit. But trust me, you matter. You may not matter to these cake people, but you matter to somebody, and I promise you that. Going up, drain and drama. Yes. Oh my God, I low-key heard about this drama, a reason why I distanced myself from several people last year, and I stay in my lane. Yes, I saw that, Very Cherry. I saw that, and I realized that you realized what I realized. That's what I felt. You realized what I realized, and we did the same thing. So you and I are right here. Because I saw what you did, and I was like, great. Because I wanted to have a conversation with you, but I was like, I don't want that to be messy, and I don't really know. And you realized what I realized, so. Which tends to happen. People tend to see things, you know, people tend to out themselves. You know, people don't have to go around gossiping trash about people. People just tend to out themselves. What happened, Jelena? Voice was radiating in my house, and now it's gone. Am I not here? I'm here. Can you hear me, Green Meadow? Saw Mosquito Monday and was like, what the hell? Listen, this winter has been real weird. It's been real weird. It's been hot. I don't know why we're having a tornado. This is very strange. I don't know what's going on. It's my 4th year in Georgia. My 5th year in Georgia is very freaking weird. Very weird. Sorry, I'm still scrolling. Really, you have awesome work. Thank you. That's how I felt. I got awesome work. How you gonna shit talk my dragon? You shit talk my dragon? I built a dragon, and it was all like sculpted out of chocolate. And you gonna shit talk my dragon? And it looked like a dragon, and it was all like 3D and like standing up and shit. And you gonna shit talk my dragon? Okay. I mean, let me just say this. I know some of you guys know who I'm talking about. That person ended up apologizing to me, and I thought that was very nice of them to apologize. I didn't take it personally. What I take personally is that nobody, like I wasn't there to hear, and that's the other thing. I'm gonna get back to the comments. Let me say this. That's another thing. I am very much that person. If you see something, say something. Very much that person. I'm the person who's standing in line. If I see you cut somebody else, or see you trying to rip somebody else off, or see you bullying somebody else, I'm that person to be like, hey, that's uncalled for. That's not cool. I have always been that person. I was that person in elementary school. That's how I got in fights in elementary school. It was never something that happened to me. It was something that this person was doing to somebody else. And I was like, what you're not going to do is pick on this little child. Like, I was the little child. But there was other little children that were being picked on. And I was always the person that I felt like I had to be, what do you call it? Robin Hood for somebody. Captain Save-A-Ho. Like, and I still am like that. So, yeah. I think... what hurt me when people went on social media to talk shit about me, or even went in secret to talk shit about me, that nobody told them, like, hey, do you think this is right? This don't seem right. That's my thing. I ain't had nobody in my corner. I mean, I have people in my corner, but no cake people in my corner. Okay, I gotta go all the way up. Sorry. Periscope was the best. She was from Florida. I was from Florida. Hey, Rumi. Oh, look. These my people. Tisha, Sabrina. These my people. Yes, girl. Laugh out loud. We need to catch up soon. I know. I haven't spoke to you in a while. Like, we never, like, we haven't spoken. I think, what was it, in the summer last year? So, yeah. Yep, same here. It became too much, and I like my peace. Me too. That's the thing. I remember I had this crazy boyfriend. Ooh, I can't believe I call him a boyfriend. I mean, he wasn't like a boyfriend. He was just some guy that I was dating. Not really dating, because we never went on dates, like, if you know what I mean. But anyways, he would always say crazy stuff like, I just need my peace of mind. Let me preface this by saying the guy did 10 years in prison. I ain't never really asked what happened. All I know is he had a couple bullet holes in him. This was a very long time ago, before I met the love of my life, so don't come for me. But he had a couple bullet holes. So I never asked, because I'm that type of person, like, if I know too much, someone's going to ask me questions, and I'm going to sing like a fucking bird. And I'm not singing like a bird. So nope, not saying nothing. But he would always say, I need my peace of mind. Peace of mind. And I'm like, this guy is fucking crazy. Like, I would always think, like, this guy's going to kill me. Like, but I kept going back. Because, you know, us girls are weird. But I was like, this guy's so crazy every time he said it. And now I get it. I get it. Not to mention he was 10 years older than me at the time. I was like 26 and he was 36. But I get it now. I just want peace of mind, man. That's it. The only things that matter to me in this entire fucking world is somebody named Kalina, and the other one's named Armis, and the other person is named Kendrick. Like, my immediate attention goes to them. That's it. That's it. Like, I don't need anybody else's bullshit. Like, at the end of the day, it's all just bullshit. It's all social media bullshit. I'm not with them. Like, sorry, I'm going up. I'm squinting because I need glasses, guys. Is she still on? I'm still on. I'm still here. What happened, Green Man? I'm here. I'm in Alabama all seasons in a week. I know. There was a hurricane. You guys had a tornado last year in the summer in the middle of the night, and it scared the living F out of me because it came here to Georgia in the middle of the night. And the alarm on my phone woke me up, letting me know that that we were having a tornado, and it touched down somewhere between Alabama and Georgia, and I was freaking out. You hear me now, Green? Okay, cool. That's my Capricorn sister. Yes, laugh out loud. My mama always said I needed to be a lawyer for defending people. See? That's how I am, Elizabeth. I'm going to call you Elizabeth because I'm not even going to try for the first name because I know I'm just going to butcher it. But, yep. I feel like I should be a detective. I'm going to call him my husband, but we're not married yet. But he is a police officer. And when he comes home and he tells me about his cases, I be trying to solve that shit. I'm like, okay, so what did she do? Did you think that was weird? What about the guy who called? Like, I'm constantly. Sometimes I be solving shit. Not really, but I think I do. No way. You're about 36 right now. Sorry, but I'm baffled. I am 35. I was born in 1986, so whatever that age is. You know, after 25, you just kind of don't pay attention anymore. And then when you have kids, you really don't pay attention anymore. So I was born January 7th, 1986. I think me and Blue Ivy share the same birthday because I see people saying happy birthday to her on my birthday. So I think we share the same birthday. You're 34 this year. Okay, thank you for doing the math. I'm 34, not 35. Great, because I just totally added a year, which is fine. I try not to do like my best friend. She has 2 kids, and what she does is like, oh, my son is 8. That means in 2 years he'll be 10, and I'll be this age. Like, I try not to do that because I don't want to think, like, it's too much for me. It's too much. Elizabeth is fine, haha. It's Skylar. Skylar! Oh, that's a very unique way to spell Skylar. I've never seen that before. Skylar. Okay. Happy birthday. So cute. You and your son in the same month. I know. He's at the end of the month and I'm at the beginning. But, anywho, yeah. So that's like some of my cake experience of like the things I've done. I honestly, there have been times where I can be honest with you guys. And that's why I can say these things now is because I've learned. There's times that I've seen things that went down on social media and I didn't think it was my place to say something because I wasn't there for like the whole story. You know what I mean? I don't like to watch a lot of people's lives. Like, I don't know what be going on. Sometimes I come in at the end. Sometimes I just hear a lot. Actually, not sometimes. A lot of the times, people used to just tell me stuff. They don't really tell me stuff anymore because I put this disclaimer out there, like, don't come up to me with this bullshit because I don't really care. And even if it's about me, I don't really care. Because if somebody wants to say something about me, if they're person enough to say it to the world, they can just hit me up. I am not shy, as in, like, I'll give you my phone number. You want my address too? Come on over. We can have this conversation. But I put that disclaimer out there, so not a lot of people tell me things anymore, which I like. I actually like that. It's nice and refreshing to kind of just do and not care. I am surprised. I think the last, like, real cake drama that I've got, like, I went scrolling into was that time that person, I know Tisha and Sabrina are gonna know who I'm talking about. That time that person created those apples, those cheesecake apples. Remember, I honestly can't remember who created it. Don't come for me. I don't remember. I don't know who said they were the creator. I don't know. But there was these apples, and then they did like a cheesecake thing, and it was really cute. And then somebody else supposedly, what is the thing that you say? The thing you say where it's like a legal term, where I'm saying it, but it's kind of like, who knows if it's true? I can't think of the word right now. Allegedly, this person went and created the same apples. I mean, this is something that was known across the treat community. Created those apples and then got recognition in like an online magazine. Allegedly, thank you, in an online magazine, and it became such a thing. I was like when I say such a thing, the people went to the online magazine and started bashing the girl who got her pictures in it. And I thought it was crazy. I thought that was the craziest thing in the world. Like, you want to talk about there's no support? The person never said, I came up with the fucking idea. They just said, these are apples that I created, and they're getting recognition, and somebody noticed them. But, man, people just came for this girl. And I just thought it was so weird. And what really put it in perspective, because I looked at the comments, and two girls who were friends that had nothing to do with the sweets community wrote, some girl said, damn, I wish I was just, look at all these comments, I wish I was this passionate about anything in my life like these people are about these apples. And I thought to myself, yeah, it's kind of weird. It was kind of weird. And I felt bad for the girl who was getting like bashed. Like, it was so weird. And that's why I've always said, and if you guys have been following me since Periscope, I've always said you Apple people are freaking crazy. Like, I've said it with good intention. I don't mean that you guys are nuts. Like, I'm crazy. I just mean y'all a different type of crazy. Like, y'all real crazy. But trust me, there's cake people here that are fucking crazy here. Like, there's always some drama happening with apples. And I thought that was weird. That was the last thing. I think that was 3 years ago. That was the last thing I saw on social media that became a thing. And I think then I was still a part of Facebook groups that I was very like, I was embarrassed when I saw that girl write that comment. And then her friend was like, laugh out loud. This is kind of like, why is this conversation going like this? And I just thought, yeah, why is this conversation going like this? You know, and that's why I put out there, like, if you copy someone's cake and say they get the recognition, they're getting more likes than you, who gives a fuck? I mean, that's just how I feel. I'm not saying this to offend anybody. That's just how I feel. At the end of the day, you made this cake for a client to get paid. Did you get paid? Did you get your money? Great. Your intention wasn't to get likes. Your intention wasn't to get in a magazine. Your intention wasn't to get a television show. Your intention wasn't to make a tutorial about it. Your intentions was to make this cake for a customer that paid you. Excuse me. And somebody else saw your cake online, wanted that exact cake, somebody makes it, they get the kudos for it, and then you get mad. Which I don't understand that. I think you should be giving kudos to that person too, because one, they were able to create that cake without your help. That's one. Two, they were inspired and actually liked your cake. That's why they did it. You know, stuff like that. Like, of course, people want, like, I'm human. I want somebody to come to me and say, Jelena, I created this cake because of you. That makes me feel good. you know, but it also makes me feel good that somebody just did it on their own, you know, that they were able to just do it on their own. And creativity is hard in the cake community. People who have gone to school for baking, their creativity is 1000% different than ours. They're more on a scientific level. They're more of a, like, what I've seen, like Buddy, the cake boss guy. That's kind of their creativity, where they're very good at baking. They're very good at the science of baking. They know how to put a cake together. But then when it comes to the kind of like more of the outside box type of area, where cake is now, that's not what I've seen, not their forte. You know, it becomes, well, I have to learn. And I'm just regurgitating things that my students have told me who have gone to cake school. So I find that creativity is hard in this cake community for a lot of people. And some people go, my mind just don't think like that. So I had to go online and Google other people's cakes to kind of get an idea. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, shit, look how they treat Picasso. They got his paintings all at every fucking like gas station, every little art store, and Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I bet you these people ain't paying his family. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happens with art. You know, art is a thing that people take to make theirs in the way they want to make it, or even if make it the same. That's what happens. And you're speaking to somebody who calls himself a cake artist, who only ever wanted to be an art teacher. That's it. That's all I ever wanted to do was be an art teacher. And I so happened to do that with cake. And I think I have a perspective, 14 years in the cake community, and then I don't know when I graduated college. We're not even going to do that math. But back when I graduated college, like, I think I can safely say I'm an artist of some form, and I'm okay with someone seeing my cake and doing it. Because I teach these tutorials for you to do that. Because no one taught me anything. 14 years ago, there was nothing. So I just think it's weird that people get really upset. I understand, but I think it should be let go and not like held on to. Anyways, that's my little 2 cents about that shit. Hold on, I see you guys like going off in the comments. Not going off, but like commenting. Another girl recreated it and was recognized by Tasty. Right, Tasty. Tasty or something, yeah. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. Tasty and BuzzFeed, those are those sites that they look at what's going on in the cake community, in the sweets community, in the cooking world, and they literally take what somebody else, the artist, has done, and they replicate it on their site and then tell you how to do it. So they don't ever have like a thought of their own to do their own thing. And so I don't blame them, because they're just showing you guys what's going on in the communities, in the food edible art community. So I think a lot of people really take it to heart when that stuff is on their website. Like Tasty and BuzzFeed Food, like, you shouldn't. Like, they literally just see other people's YouTube tutorials, other people's Instagram pages, and they'll take it and do it on their own Instagram or social media, because they're trying to put out what's being trendy. And that's the business that they're in. So even when they were on Tasty, I mean, honestly, I don't know what's true. I don't know who invented it. I don't know any of it. I don't know. That doesn't really matter. But I honestly think they don't really do like a lot of research into that, nor care who is the inventor of a cheesecake apple. Even though I think that looked amazing, I don't think they cared, because they've never shown care before. Sorry, I'm going up the comments again. Laugh out loud. The Apple community has been going in on each other for a while. That's why Cynthia Very Cherry Cakes does whatever the fuck she wants. Laugh out loud. I'm all in the community. The community's. Listen, Cynthia Very Cherry Cakes, she don't cuss, and the fact that she just wrote F and then a bunch of stars was so cute. That was cute. Always apple drama for your mama. It is. That's exactly why I'm hesitant to sell my cheesecake. Don't be hesitant. Sell your cheesecake, girl. Listen, I know one recipe for a cheesecake, and it's an orange blossom cheesecake. And my sister found that recipe online on some blog back in the day when there was like only blogs, on some blog, and I think she still has the website. It was 14 years ago she found this. That's the only cheesecake. I don't even eat cheesecake. Okay? Anything that says cheese, I don't fuck with it. But I don't even eat it, but that's the only recipe I do. And I never once, I think one day I'll teach it on here. I never once went, that's my recipe. No, it's some shit I found online that my sister said tasted good. And so we made it. You know, don't be afraid to make your cheesecake, girl. Just make it. If you want it to be your cheesecake, I think you should, add a flair. But don't be hesitant. Don't let anybody stop you. People will always talk shit. I promise you now, tomorrow, Apple people are going to come for me. Somebody's going to come for me tomorrow, sometime this week. That's what happens. That's this world. People can't have a thought and say their own personal, what happened to them personally, without somebody chiming in and piggybacking off the idea and then, like, coming for that person. Like, when y'all come for me, just be nice, okay? Because I still love y'all. Yes, I remember. Right. I put cake pics up on social media just to show and for people to see what I'm capable of doing. Yes. That's what I was doing in the cake communities too. I was just posting my pictures, but it becomes a lot because you post your pictures and there's little to no engagement, or then you may have posted on a good day and there's a lot of people commenting. So that was always a tricky thing. If here's a little thing. If I was to join a Facebook group, I would not join one, and any type of Facebook group. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the topic is. I would not join one that had like over 1,000 users, because when it has over 1,000 users, the feed just is all day, every day. It's just a bunch of stuff and a lot of stuff you miss. I like to be engaging with people. I like to see what people are doing, why they did it, what they were thinking about when they did it. Like, I'm that type of person. I want to pick your brain, and I think that's too much for somebody. Like over 1,000 people in a Facebook group, that's a lot. When I used to run my Facebook group, I used to have one. What was the name of it? It was called Love Sweets. And I think once I reached like 1,100, it became too much for me. I had to like close it down. It was too much. I was like, I can't do this anymore, guys. Like, there's thousands of other Facebook groups out there. I can't do this anymore. It was too demanding. But any hoozles, that's just my little spew about the sweets community and getting support. Do I think there's a sweets community? Of course I do. Because I know someone's going to come on here and not listen to the whole fucking thing and take what I'm saying out of context. Yes, there's a sweets community. Are they positive people out there? There are thousands of positive sweets community people out there that aren't about the drama. There are thousands of positive sweets community people out there that want to see you succeed. That really want to see you succeed and have nothing to gain from it. Yes, that does happen. Yes, there are people out there who are willing to support you and not get anything in return. There are those people, but it's rare. It's very rare. And when you find that person, right? So just know that. All right. Know that I do believe in community. That's why I'm always saying this is a sharing community. Comment down below, because I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. I am. I really am. I get a lot of comments on YouTube daily. I normally don't get to them all. Sometimes I just spend 1 hour sitting on the toilet. True story. 1 hour sitting on the toilet if my kids leave me alone, and I try to comment and respond to almost everyone, whether I'm liking it or commenting back or something. I really do try, but I am interested in hearing what everybody has to say. I do believe, like I said, in a supportive community. That's why I created HBIC, and that's why I created it a membership only, because at the end of the day, people know that, one, they're spending money to be in this group. Two, that they're in return, they're receiving what they're actually looking for, right? They're getting exactly what they want. They're getting the support they need. They're getting the community that they need. They're getting the conversations. They're getting all of the above, okay? From bakers and sweet makers of all different walks of life. So that's why I have that group. So I do believe in it, because I also believe when somebody dishes out money, they tend to care more. Not like me, like I care no matter what. I'm saying the person who dishes out the money, they tend to want to be in the conversation more. They tend to want to be a part of it more. Sorry, I feel like, there it is. A hair on my shirt. So that's why because I know some people are going to ask, like, why did because I have like over 60 people trying to get in the group right now. And I know they're going to ask, like, why can't I get in, or why do I have to pay? And that's just the truth of it. I've been a part of Facebook groups before who were just open, and there was no care. And I want people to care, okay? I cared before. I give out a lot of information on YouTube. That's why I give this shit out for free. I give out a lot of information on Instagram, honestly. What I get in return is not as much as I would like because YouTube be trying me, but just know that I do believe in community. That's why I've created my own community. But just be wary because not all money, like people say, not all money is good money. Not everywhere where you receive support is good support, okay? And if you feel something like, I don't know about this, then that's when you just go, I appreciate it, but no thank you. Trust your gut 24/7. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. So, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I never know how to end these damn things. So, I appreciate every single one of you coming in. And I have not done, I was supposed to be frosting a cake, all this shit. I appreciate you guys and gals. Well, gals more than guys, but I appreciate both of you. And I appreciate that you guys were willing to come in here and listen to me rant about, you know, the stupid shit I be talking about. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Good Friday. It's not Good Friday, but tomorrow's Friday. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend. I'm gonna go running, try to get myself back into shape so I can stop looking like a hot mess. Sorry, I'm seeing comments scroll up. Let me go look. Yes, I love seeing you succeed, Jillian. Thanks, baby. You're the only one that genuinely offered me advice, and I'll never forget that. And I'm literally gonna cry. And you've never treated me like the people I distance myself from. See? I have this thing called anxiety. It makes me cry at a drop of a dime. Sorry, guys. Of course, babes. I got your back. Look, this is how much I got your back, Cynthia. Stay right there. I make sure I keep you guys behind me right there so I know that there are actual true bakers out there that care. I don't want to, like, every time, Jesus, like, straight up. And the people that we know who we're talking about, they're not on this board. You're on this board. Because I know that there are good people out there. So, just to let you know, I have you right here. Anyways, let me not cry. Jesus, every freaking time. I said, let me try to end this, and here I go, start crying. On the toilet equals being in the office. That's how I feel. That is literally how I feel. And I'm constantly telling them to get the hell out, but they're like, Mommy, but we... Heck, let me send you my button. Love you, girl. Keep doing... Hey, sorry. I know I lost some of you guys. I don't know. The internet. I'm still reading your comments. Keep doing what you do. You'll always be one of my faves. Thanks, Sabrina. Yes, send me your button, Sabrina. I didn't even know you had one. Send me one. Yes, please. See, that's real. Those tears are real. Appreciate it. You being so... Thanks, guys. I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go. I appreciate you guys sticking with my bad internet. That made me feel good. I feel good. You guys make me feel good. Thanks. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm trying to drop a new tutorial tomorrow. I'm trying. God knows I'm trying. So we shall see. Oh, the real is the only way to successfully love and be true to yourself is the only way to love yourself unconditionally and show people the selfless of your heart. I like that. I like that a lot, Garrett. All right. I love you guys. Have a good night.